I started a few years ago in my teenagerhood, between my 14-15 years old. In that period of time, I wanted to become more independent, so for me it was awkward to asking my parents for money. I started to plan my future, where I'm going to study, where I'm going to live, what the job I wanted to have. If this video watched mama should really like it, because today we are going to talk about pretty sensitive but at the same time very important topic. It's about your relationship with parents and how to fix it. I hope this video will help you to make them better, so you can see the other side of your parents, why they're acting this way, and this will help you to change your mind about them. In high school I becoming more and more into sport and nutrition.
Я ж потренироваться хотела.
And after also business, I also worked for a few months. Since the time I started to have health issues, I lost my period, I broke up. So it was very hard time for me, both emotionally and physically. As much as I wanted to become strong, I also was vulnerable. Of course, that all affects my relationship with parents. That was a time when I considered myself really smart girl. Maybe I wanted to prove something to my parents or attract their attention. I worked. I constantly worked out. I was eating properly. And I was so proud of myself, and maybe I bragged, but I didn't show that. But there was also the flip side of the coin. I was greedy for food, I lost my period, I struggled a lot with my gut issues, so I wanted to shut myself in. I was rude to parents. In my last year of high school, I hardly talked to anyone, even though I had a good class. I think that was a period of time when I started to struggle with my parents much more than ever before, and the most hardest thing for me till now, it's fully make things out with them. But also, since that period of time, I've gotten much closer to my mom, but unfortunately with my dad, it wasn't so easy. I think many of you understand what I'm talking about, so I also suggest you to look back and reflect on your past, and I think it most likely childhood, your teenagerhood, when you struggle the most with your parents, or maybe you have the most hardest time in your life. Answer the question, why did you start to treat your parents in that way? Perhaps you had your feelings long before you revealed them, so take your time and we will move on. And here is some advice. First is most important, so just the number one in every relationships is just talk with them. Speak openly and honestly about your feelings, don't hide them. I know it's going to be hard, especially if you really struggle with your parents. I suppose you don't talk a lot with them, but in every relationships, when you start talking with them, just communicate, interacting with people, it just can really make a big difference. I know it's going to be hard and you need to surpass your pride, so you need to make a first step in order to find a common language with your parents. Talking is going to be really helpful in understanding your parents, what do they feel. You can even find out something that you have never heard about them before. They're waiting for you to open up to them. They maybe not talk that, but actually they know what the time you go through, especially if it's a teenager, and know that you're really struggling with agree with someone's opinion and you trying to be really independent. So don't hide your feelings and try to be more kind with your parents. They always waiting when you will ready to talk with them and talk honestly about your feelings. Also, the things that's going to help you is learn the history of your family. So not only your family like parents, but also the previous generations. Recently I started to listen to the audiobook, but also just the book. It didn't start with you, Mark Wallen. There's a book explaining how traumas can inherited biologically and behaviorally and begin healing and breaking the cycle. Actually, I started to listen to this book because of my health issues that I wanted to resolve, but I found a lot of stuff about my family after making family tree. So in this book is also talking about this. I kind of become closer to them, and when you start to asking your family, it's also a good way to become closer to them. So to start a family tree or asking about their previous life, about their great-mother, great-grandmother, I think they will really pleased to talking about the family, and I think you will explore much more information about your family that you have never even imagined before. So, and also ask your parents about their life. From time to time, the memories will come up. You can also ask your great-mother. I decided this video I can leave you without homework, and this will really help you to find the starting point. The first homework I was get from my psychotherapist. So you need to find pictures from your childhood, better material, but also electronic version will be fine. This time for nostalgia, so you remember happy moments from your life. How do you feel? Maybe your relationship with parents also were better than. Ask yourself if it really was so bad as I imagined, because all parents love their children and all children love their parents without exclusion. The second one is what I talked about previously in this video. Look at the past and find the reason of your strange relationship with parents. 3. Make a family tree. Get interested in history of your ancestors, previous generations. It can be sensitive homework because maybe you will find out something about your parents or your ancestors that you didn't know before. Just be kind. Number 4. Answer the questions. Imagine yourself in being parents' shoes. Do you want to have the same relationship with your children in the future as you have with your parents now? In decades years, if you will have the same relationships as now, will you regret the past relationships, not spending time with them, being rude to them when they will become elder? I hope this video will help you to make a difference in your relationship with parents. And I wanted to say that explore your family is going to be an interesting process. See you soon in next videos, and 再见! And why this at the end? If you, I thought, so yeah, surpass, because you need to surpass your feeling of pride and surpass. I hope I can. So it's a little bit description of this book, actually from ChatGPT.